Who you putting at 5?
Bryce Young is going at 5.
Andy Dalton, to me, personally, is going to be ranked higher than Bryce Young right now.
Anybody can be named top 5 on this sorry-ass roster. As soon as you get that in your fucking head, the better off you will be when it comes to the end of the season.
Frank Reich and them niggas got moved up out of here because they didn't believe in Bryce Young.
Is he better than Deontay?
He was dog shit, so yes. And we already had the argument that he ain't really done shit since fucking he got that hit in South Carolina.
I might take TMJ as a receiver before I take Bryce Young as a fucking quarterback.
Okay,
my fault. Hey, my fault. Hey, well, you a fuck nigga too then. Why you trying to be on this dick? This is what I want to do. It gets a little fun here. And I think that our list will be a little different. I don't know if it'll be hella different, but I think it'll be a little bit different. Top 5 Panthers currently rostered. Another thing that's been going around on Twitter, a lot of people done had a lot of things to say. A lot of people have been doing a top 3 list. To me, a top 3 is just way too easy for what we do, the content that we create. So I went a step further and said top 5. But I want to know y'all's top 5 Carolina Panthers that are currently on the roster. Heading into training camp, top 5 Carolina Panthers players right now.
In order?
In order, yes. Absolutely in order.
Y'all want me to go first?
Yes, I would like for you to go first.
Of course.
I'll go first. I don't care. I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
Because I got my list typed out. 1 DB, 2 J.C. Horn, 3 Robert Hunt, 4 Taylor Moton, 5 Davion Clowney. I think that's a fucking hell of a list. And I can defend all of them. DB just broke a fucking record. JC, we know how talented he is. The only problem is injuries. So if you drop him a slot or 2, I get it. 3, Robert Hunt. I mean, the nigga is top 5 at his position, if not top 3. No matter who you ask. Davion at 5. We know what he did last season, coming off multi double-digit sack year. And then Taylor Moton was one of the more consistent pieces of our team last year, hands down.
Yeah, our list is going to be different for sure.
Okay, good.
But
good. Good. That's what I mean. I was hoping that would happen. But I can, like I said, I can defend all of my picks. I think all of them are viable picks, but I'm interested to hear your list.
I got DB 1, Robert Hunt 2, J.C. Horn 3. Dang, who I just had, bro? Who was I going there?
Offense, defense?
Because I know who I'm putting at 5.
Who are you putting at 5?
Bryce Young is going at 5. And
Okay.
I think 4. I don't know, bro.
Study long.
Deontay Johnson at 4. Bryce Young at 5.
Interesting. So this, matter of fact, let me not even.
I mean, he can't be a fucking top 4 player on that sorry-ass team.
I'm just relax. I didn't have him on my top 5 list personally, but
cool.
you know. And it's crazy to me that you like ridicule the nigga so crazy. You say he was going to be average. You say he shouldn't get his money, but then he's a top 5 player on the fucking roster.
Two things can be true.
Imagine that.
2 things can be true. Like, he's a top 5 player on the Carolina Panthers. Wow. Oh my God. Like, what the fuck is
Bryce is top 5?
If your quarterback's not top 5 on your roster, you got a fucking problem. That's all I got to say.
Whoa. He's not top 5 on my list.
Well, that's your list. That's why your list is bullshit.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I think I can go through a lot of teams on a lot of lists and say that their quarterback may not be their top 5 player. I think I can do it. Don't challenge me right now because it took me some research. And
a lot of teams, like what's your number for a lot of teams?
Well, I think the Giants are 1.
Yeah.
I think the Giants are 1. I think Minnesota is 1.
Yeah. The Raiders are 1.
I think the Raiders are 1.
Denver is 1. Oh, that's
absolutely. 4. Depending on what version of what nigga we gonna see behind center, I could damn near even go Pittsburgh.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
I could almost say Pittsburgh. I could almost say Pittsburgh, but like I said, I don't want to hold the conversation up too much. But I think that if I really, really looked at it, I probably could do it for at least 10 or 11 teams.
Yeah, I think you could probably make that case, honestly.
I think you could do it for 10 or 11 teams.
Yeah, I would
especially
agree.
with the rookies.
So less than, what, 1/4 of the league? About 1/4 of the league?
I mean, I
your
think
math is
honestly, you
off,
could
like,
throw
1/3.
There would be an argument to be made to put the Panthers on that list.
1/3. I mean, he already.
I mean,
he already
yeah,
said
I
it.
don't-
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, I'm talking to Terrence though.
Yeah, no,
specifically.
I agree. We're on the same page. What is your list? I want to hear your list because you're unbiased. Niggas think that I want Bryce knocked off.
Top 5 players. Are we just going talent or are we going production?
We're going talent and production. We're going just top 5 right now.
All right.
Because
Well,
both went into my shit.
That would be Derek Brown.
At 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have to say JC would be on my top 5. Not at 2 specifically, but he's on my top 5.
We need 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, we
4,
need
5.
order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
We need it for content purposes. Dylan gonna cut it and he gonna put this shit out. He gonna cut this specific segment. He probably gonna tweak, but it's okay.
Okay. So I guess top 5 I'm going DB.
Okay.
I would go
shoe-in.
Taylor Moton.
At 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Consistent. I mean, y'all know, bro, how many times did I come back and say Taylor Moton was my player of the week last season?
Oh yeah, hey, you're not gonna
This is
get
my
no
list.
argument. Yeah,
This
it
is
is.
this is my
Hey, you're
list.
not gonna get no argument out of me.
I didn't say
You
shit.
know
made
what
that
you
dumbass
did.
face.
Hey, but you made that's exactly how you got a nigga hammed up last
Yeah,
week.
made that dumbass
Exactly.
face.
Yeah. Go ahead. So we got DB and Taylor Moton at
Yep.
1 and 2. Okay,
Deontay
I
Johnson
don't hate
at
it.
3. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a pro. He's been in the Pro Bowl.
Hey, I didn't say shit.
I'm asking a question though. He's been a Pro Bowler.
We can.
He had the same argument as me. Why the fuck you ain't jumped down?
Yeah.
No, because his argument was never that Deontay shouldn't get his bread.
Yeah,
It was the fact that
yes, the fuck it was.
Was it?
Yes,
it was.
we said
Oh,
the
okay,
same
my
exact
fault.
thing.
Hey, my
Like,
fault. Hey, well, you a fuck nigga too then? Why you trying to be on his dick? Why you trying to be on his dick? You were just hanging on him 2 weeks ago.
Put him at 3. Like,
Yeah, I mean, y'all niggas. Okay, cool. Matter of fact, I'ma chill. I guess the roster is just that sorry, respectfully.
J.C. Horn at 4
Not mad at that.
and at 5. Oof. On the Panthers. At 5 on the Panthers.
I want him to say his last name because I have a question. Immediate
Do you
question.
know who it is? Oh, my
No.
last name? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nigga saying, do I know who it is? It's
No,
just a subjective list.
I thought you knew.
Oh.
I thought you knew who I was about to say.
Who are you going to say? Say who you need to say.
I think I'm going to have to go Chube. Yeah, I think I'm going to have
That's
to go
OD.
Chube. At
So
5.
it's just fuck Jadavion. For both of y'all.
he,
Big
he-
fuck
he
Jadavion.
didn't even say Robert Hunt. Like,
He didn't say Robert
I
Hunt.
did. You know,
Did you
I
blaze
put-
it?
Yeah, I did blaze it.
Okay,
I'll put
cool.
Robert Hunt at. Yeah.
So where do you have Robert Hunt? And who's coming off?
I'll put Robert Hunt. Oh, Chube.
So Robert Hunt is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with that list. But I'm not
I mean, you
mad
don't
at
have
it. It's
to.
your list.
I'm about to say you don't
As
have
long
to.
as you don't put Bryce on that list,
I'm just not
cool.
gonna. I'm not gonna put a guard that fucking high. I mean, I think that protecting
Why?
the edges is a little
He's
bit
top 3 in his position.
in Miami. I mean, I get okay. Yes,
The
yes,
fuck?
yes. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. You're right.
irregardless,
My
he's
fault.
top 3. You put Deontay at 3 in
You're right.
Pittsburgh, nigga.
You're right. I blazed it. But I'm just thinking about the Panthers. I just don't like value guards super duper high.
Okay,
Like,
I'm not mad at
I
that.
think it's an important position, but like also.
Is he sorry?
I mean, you gotta value them high on the Panthers when you're working with Chandler Zavala,
K
Mays.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Redhead, that nigga too.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll put.
Bradley,
We'll slide
center,
him.
but
We'll slide him in
interior.
above. We'll slide him right behind Timo.
So he's at 3.
Yeah, he'll jump.
And
Deontay.
everybody else just goes down
Yeah.
1. Deontay goes to 4. And
JC goes to 5.
okay. Now to you. What the fuck makes Bryce Young a top 5 player on the Carolina Panthers?
What the fuck makes Jadavion the top 5 player?
I'm just asking.
I
I don't want you to answer my question with a question. I just want you.
Don't tell me how you want me to
could,
answer
I
your
told you I could defend my list, so I just want you to defend your list, and I defended it very, very quickly. I just want you to defend Bryce Young being a top 5 player on the Carolina Panthers right now.
because
this might go viral. They might eat us up.
because I think he's going to be a great quarterback with the right weapons around him.
So we're going
and
based
will,
off of potential.
And he will clearly be a top 5 player on the Carolina Panthers.
We're going
this
based
year.
off of potential. I'm
I
asking you
mean,
directly.
do we not?
I mean, I didn't personally.
I mean, so are you going based off the fact that what did Deontay Johnson do last year that just told you,
he won 97% of his routes,
how
if
many?
I'm not mistaken.
And had 1 touchdown. Cool. Okay,
Yeah,
but
I mean, he was also option number 3 down that bitch. because he had Pickens and he had Frydenbruch and he had Pickens, Frydenbruch. Yeah, he was option 3. He had Pickens and Frydenbruch. And I can make an argument that Najee was more of a fucking threat.
And what did JC do?
He was injured.
Okay, so we're going based off potential because you potentially think he's going to be that caliber player this year. You're not basing it off of what he did last year because he didn't do a bitch-ass thing. So, unfortunately, a lot of the list is based off potential. So,
I mean, it is, but also my argument for that would be when I see J.C. Horn play, when he's available, when I've seen him play in the NFL, he's been a top 10 cornerback or top player in his position. Bryce Young was never top 10 after the 15-minute mark in the first quarter of week 1. He just wasn't. He just simply wasn't.
Are you like? Do you know how hard those positions are to compare as far as like top 10? Like, you know how many fucking great quarterbacks there are in the.
He wasn't top 25.
Okay, cool. His fucking team was bottom half. Wasn't top fucking 20. Wasn't top 25. There were 32.
It's your list. It's your list.
After 15 minutes.
It's your list.
After 15 minutes of the first quarter, them niggas was 32 in the league.
It's your list. It's your list. No, that's not true. That's
not
true.
Oh, now
they
it's
were
not
toting
true.
that bitch in Atlanta.
Now,
our run game at the very bare minimum was going fed.
So
they not? Chew was eating Atlanta ass up week 1. He was. We were there. You remember?
Yeah, I remember Miles Sanders fumbling that bitch. So don't say our running game.
Yeah, I mean, it's your list. I just don't agree. But I would love to see comments. I would love to see whatever y'all got. This is the question, and this is the content from that segment. See, we just do it so organically, and I love it. Is Bryce Young a top 5 player on the Carolina Panthers roster right now, yes or no? I damn near don't need no explanation from y'all. I just need it from my co-host because I still think he's blazing. But cool, I'm going to let him have it. I want to know from y'all, is Bryce Young a top 5 player on the roster for the Carolina Panthers right now, yes or no? Very, very simple.
Not right now, but he will be at the end of the season.
Well, that's fucking wishful thinking. I hope he's number 1.
I mean, he the one said that he was going to be in a fucking MVP conversation. So I don't understand
what I just said.
I don't understand how the fuck he ain't make top 5 on your list.
What did I just say?
He said
at the end of the season. He said the question is right now.
Right now
he's
not based off
but
of
at the end of the season, I think he has the potential to be.
I almost said something disrespectful, but I'm going to chill. Because I was about damn near going to say that I might take TMJ as a receiver before I take Bryce Young as a fucking quarterback.
Yeah, and you would have been better off biting your fucking tongue off.
Yeah. Honestly, but that's just me. Maybe I'm blazing. Maybe I'm
somebody
tripping.
who's on the bubble getting cut. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
After next season, that could be the case for
Bryce
9
might be
too.
on that list?
Yeah. BY9 might be on that list too, with all due respect.
Just not going
to happen. We don't got time to play. You came in here 2 weeks ago and said that you don't even know if this front office would have took Bryce.
Okay.
Cool. So if he
But I get slandered for saying he not top 5.
I think based off the talent that they brung in, if they do their fucking jobs, then there you go.
So can I ask a question? Is Bryce better than... Are
we going to do this?
What?
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you finish. My apologies.
Do what? I was just going to ask a question. Is Bryce at his position... Well, is he better than Derek Brown?
Hell no.
No.
Okay. Is he better than Taylor Moton?
Hell no. We don't even got to think about it.
Is he better than Robert Hunt?
Nope.
Okay. Is he better than J.C.
Deontay?
Horn?
Either one. Is he better than J.C. Horn?
J.C. Horn hasn't played, so yes.
Okay. Is he better than Deontay?
He was dog shit, so yes.
Cool. All right, so we're not having a logical conversation.
No worries. It's cool.
No problem.
That is a logical conversation.
No, you're talking about something that he did last year when he had a bullshit.
Nigga, that's what the fuck you're basing Bryce's. That's what you're basing this shit off. What he did last year.
I'm basing Bryce because he has one season.
Okay, so
everybody else, I'm basing off of body of work. I'm basing off potential.
But you just asked me, are we doing it off potential as a fucking sarcastic question? So don't come in here and try to use that and say that's what you're basing it off of.
Okay, can I ask you a
question?
question?
Just to further your point. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Can I ask
stand
you
on
another,
fucking business, nigga. Stand on business.
Can I ask you another question? Is Robert Hunt more established in the NFL than Bryce Young? Yes or no?
Why are you asking me a dumbass question?
Fuck the potential. Fuck the potential. Cool. Fuck the potential. Is Robert Hunt top 5 at his position right now? Yes or no? In the NFL, in the whole fucking league.
I'm not familiar with a lot of the guards in the league, but if that's what they're saying, then okay, cool.
Don't worry. Hey, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Has Jadeveon accomplished more than Bryce Young in the NFL?
What'd you say? He only has 1 season under his belt. This nigga is like year fucking 9. And we already had the argument that he ain't really done shit since fucking he got that hit in South Carolina. So, I mean, congratulations.
He had 10 sacks last year.
Okay. Where was that landed? In the top what?
I don't know. I'm just telling you he had 10. And whatever he's in.
Top 20? Top 20 probably. In the league? Okay,
we can look it up.
Let's get gassed the fuck up off of that.
I mean, well, we want to get gassed up off of Bryce's potential. We want to suck him off and put him top 5 on his roster.
You act like the roster is fucking good. Anybody can be named top 5 on this sorry ass roster. As soon as you get that in your fucking head, the better off you will be when it comes to the end of the season when they not on shit. So I mean,
we'll see. We'll see. Well, if like I continue to say, and like I'll say again, if your boy is who you think he is, who you keep claiming this nigga to be, if he is that, I shouldn't be seeing that. I should be seeing us having 7 or 8 wins under our belt. And I have predicted on multiple occasions, which I have said on multiple occasions, that is damn near, for me personally, that's damn near the floor.
Well, if the players that they surrounded him by is what they say they are,
Robert Hunt is going to be there.
You're claiming him to be top 5. You're going off what they're saying. Cool. You're sucking Deontay Johnson off. He should get paid Justin Jefferson money. Coll. I
never said that. Hey, nigga, let me finish. But look how niggas lie, though. Look how quick a nigga lie. I said that.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Cool.
Since Jadeveon Clowney is so established, he had 10 sacks last year. I mean, whoever the fuck he is to you, if he's what he say he is, then cool. If all of these players that we bought in are what you claimed them to be, then the Carolina Panthers will have 7 or 8 wins this year.
Well,
cool. I mean, what do niggas want me to say? I just think that it's preposterous that Bryce Young is a top 5 player on the roster right now.
I don't.
But they may slander me. Maybe I'm blazing. I personally just don't see it. A nigga that threw for what, 2,300 yards? 2,300 yards?
That's the most sacked quarterback in the league.
I'm just asking. 2,300 yards. And we're saying that he's top 5.
With the worst receiving core in the league.
I damn near got Andy Dalton above that nigga. If we talking about rankings,
and then you would
if we talking about player rankings,
and then you would just be fucking dumb.
If we're talking about player rankings,
it don't matter
if we're going 1 through 53, we can take everything into account. Body of work, potential, everything you want to take into account. I damn near have Andy Dalton higher on that list than Bryce Young.
So taking into potential, Andy Dalton has the potential to be better than Bryce Young at this point.
Andy Dalton has just established. He's
played fucking 1,000 years in the league.
So then he's accomplished to me, and he's been. And respectfully, with all due
respect,
that's
such dumbass logic.
Well, so that would mean Andy Dalton has been extremely consistent.
So that would mean that anybody who's played longer than said player. They're more established, so they have the potential to be better.
No,
based off of your logic.
Because I don't think, we can go down the list. I don't think ISM is better than Bro. I don't think Jamie Robinson is better than Bryce. I don't think who else? I don't think Shaw Smith-Wade is better than him.
You don't think Andy Dalton is, but that sounded good coming out of your mouth.
No, I actually do.
Then you might be a little challenged. I would just say that.
I actually do. If we're doing a player ranking from 1 to 53. We're doing 1 to 53 because we're assuming they're going to carry – well, actually, we know they're going to carry 53 men into the season. And you give me a fucking list of all the Carolina Panthers players, Andy Dalton, to me, personally, is going to be ranked higher than Bryce Young right now. Yes.
Yeah, I would just say you're a little challenged. That's what I would say to that. And I think a lot of people would think so as well.
Okay, that's fair enough. So then we can't be going based off of body of work then. We can't be. Because if you look at Bryce Young last year – and you look at Andy Dalton last year.
You the one said that. I the one said that we were going off potential, and you tried to make it seem like I was a jackass. But then you tried to use it later on.
We have to go based off of what do you tell me all the time?
But then you tried to use it later on down the line to further your point.
What do you tell me all the time?
Like you like to try to do typically.
What do you tell me all the time?
I don't know what I tell you a lot of things.
In the NFL, you got to update your resume, right? What is the last fucking thing on Bryce Young's resume?
I mean,
the 33rd. Listen to me. The 33rd ranked quarterback in the NFL.
What is the last thing on Deontay Johnson's resume? If you don't mind me asking. Or J.C. Horn's resume.
A couple of lockdown
study
games.
long, study fucking wrong.
A couple of lockdown games.
A couple of okay. Now,
and then he got a couple of lockdown games.
No,
and then he
nigga,
gets hurt.
that's a bullshit ass answer. That's a terrible answer.
Well, I mean, that's subjective. That's subjective. It's subjective, and I don't know why when we just took our break, you tried to act like I'm like far fetched based on what I said about Andy Dalton. I don't know if that's necessarily the case.
Yeah, it is.
And you're saying a lot of, like everybody would say that I'm tripping. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if everybody would.
He would have a starting job somewhere.
I don't know if I agree with that either.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know if
if he's better than the 32nd quarterback in the NFL, he will have a fucking starting job somewhere.
Listen,
like that is dumb as hell.
No, it's not. It's not
okay,
because
cool.
when you had your bet and you bet the whole house on a rookie quarterback and you think that there was flaws on the roster, there's no way that you're allowing the backup quarterback to start after you sent a rookie quarterback out there for the duration of last season.
This not the same fucking staff. So if he's better
come on, bro.
Oh, now it's come on.
Bro.
If he's better
come
than
on, bro.
If
Frank Wright and them niggas got moved up out of here because they didn't believe in Bryce Young. So imagine a new coaching staff with a nigga that didn't get another offer from no other team in the NFL. Imagine him trying to come in and allowing Dave Tepper allowing him to move Bryce Young down at quarterback to move.
Or imagine him putting his head coaching job by making a dumbass decision like that. Imagine him doing that.
Well, all I'm going to tell you is
stupid.
All I'm going to tell you is everybody gassed. Everybody gassed the amount of times Andy Dalton threw the football in Seattle, and that's cool. I get it. I understand the situation was different. All I know is the offense looked completely different under Andy Dalton and Bryce Young last year. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Was Seattle's defense subpar? Yes. Were the weapons around Andy Dalton subpar? Yes. Was Andy Dalton playing with the same weapons that Bryce Young had the luxury of playing with the whole season last year? Absolutely.
I can't even believe we're entertaining this.
Like this I mean, that's not. I was say. I will say, like
it did. It's
that's
a fact.
Not fair, just because of the fact that Andy Dalton been in the league for like 10+ years. Yes. Has Andy Dalton been a Pro Bowler? Yes. Like, we're talking about a guy who has been at the top of his game in the NFL before.
So then imagine
him to a first-year rookie.
Imagine me getting slandered for saying a nigga that has that resume is not better than Bryce Young.
Because he's on the bench sitting behind him.
I
can imagine saying that.
Come on,
like,
bro.
You're talking
I will say that's valid. You do have a valid argument.
When you draft your franchise quarterback, unfortunately, Andy Dalton is not going to move the needle enough to get that nigga moved. Or to put him behind him or nothing. We knew that Andy Dalton was never going to have a shot starting after the first 3 weeks of the season when Bryce looked subpar. I'm not going to be disrespectful. He looked subpar. Then he got injured. Niggas was calling for Andy Dalton to start the following week when Bryce Young was healthy, and they didn't do it. At that point, I already knew, okay, cool. So we're betting the complete house on Bryce Young. Because we're not giving him time to develop. We're not doing none of that. We're throwing him out there to
I don't
the
even
wolves.
understand why we're having this argument. This shit is so stupid.
I don't think it's as stupid as you. To be honest, I think that you might want to chill and back off. Because when I put the fucking poll up and I tell Dylan to put the poll up on Twitter and we run that shit on IG and Twitter and I say, is Andy Dalton better than Bryce Young? And it's just that alone, I think the results will surprise you.
Don't tell me I'm gonna need to chill. I stand on business, nigga.
Okay.
So I don't know. Don't tell me what I might need to do and back off, nigga.
I'm telling you something though.
No,
I'm telling you, you're not listening because you thinking emotionally. Like you think that this is a JJ slander fucking Bryce Young moment in the podcast where I just shit on. That's not what's happening,
nigga.
Bro.
You the one brung this shit up. I just answered the fucking question. Yeah. So
and I told you that if I had to rank the 53, you got emotional. Because I said if I had to rank the 53,
no, I just said you would be dumb.
Above that motherfucker.
I just said you would be dumb. So how did I get emotional by saying you would be dumb as fuck?
I don't even know
how's that getting emotional. That's genuinely what I feel.
I don't even know how we got all the way over here from talking about is he a top 5 player on the roster.
That's how, because he put him at 5. He put Bryce at 5.
I mean, yeah,
I said, okay. I said, wait a second, maybe I'm tripping, and I thought about it quick in my head, and I was like, nigga, I would put Andy Dalton above that motherfucker.
And then you said
that's how I feel,
and everybody's like, okay, I don't understand that, but then you go and say, are we basing it off potential? Well, based off potential, this is this is that. But then both of you niggas continue to say that by the end of the fucking season, he will be. So what?
No. I didn't agree with that.
What the fuck does
he said that?
What the fuck does potential mean?
He said that.
What the fuck does potential mean?
He didn't put Bryce Young on his top 5.
Okay, I don't give a fuck if he did or not. That doesn't answer my question. Nigga? What does potential mean?
What do you mean? What does potential mean? Do we need to look up the definition?
Look it up. Are you fucking dumb? Answer the question.
We know what potential means.
Okay,
we know what potential means.
So I don't understand
what he has the ability to do. In the future.
Okay, I don't understand how I'm getting ridiculed for saying that. But then you say you agree that we must be basing it off potential.
I was asking you. We're basing it. Nobody on my list is based off of potential, with the exception of J.C. Horn, with him potentially staying healthy. When that nigga is on the field, he's top 10 at his fucking position.
You keep contradicting yourself. Like you're saying we're not basing it off potential, but then you're using potential for your fucking argument.
He said potentially and body
of
work.
Dog.
Yeah, he didn't say it until he asked me fucking sarcastically. Don't try to play me like I'm fucking retarded.
Come on,
he didn't ask me. He didn't
mark that.
No, that's dumb. He didn't say anything about potential until I said something about Bryce Young. He asked me that shit sarcastically. So did you not? But if you want to fucking lie, then okay, exactly.
Hold on, wait, slow down.
I'm just saying.
I asked you sarcastically to get an answer, which I did, and then I said, okay, cool. So we're going based off of potential and body of work. But before we even got to that point in the conversation, I said this is my top 5, and I can defend all of these niggas.
Okay.
And I said J.C. Horn, when he steps on the field, which could really, if you look at my list, and I'll name it off again, DB, J.C. Horn, Robert Hunt, Taylor Moton, and Jadeveon Clowney. If you look at my list, to be honest, that list is not crazy. And there's really no quote-unquote potential that's going to make these niggas go any higher or lower than what they already are ranked. The only nigga really that can go up in this whole conversation is Bryce. And if we're going based off of body of work, the only nigga up here with quote-unquote potential is J.C. Horn. All of these other niggas have done what they're going to do in the league, and they really realistically can only go down. Robert Hunt is already top 3 at his fucking position. He can only go down. Jadeveon, we know what he is. He just had double-digit sacks last year. He can really only go down. The only nigga remaining, Taylor Moton, has been the most consistent nigga on the fucking roster. He can only go down. And fucking DB just broke a record for the most tackles by a defensive tackle in the history.
I don't understand why you're defending your list so hard.
So it's just like
I didn't disagree with your list.
What
What do you mean? What are we talking about? I didn't disagree with your list until the last part. You asked me why I put Bryce Young on the list. I fucking told you based off potential, and if the players that they put around him are what you say they are, then yes, he's top 5 on the team.
Off rip, you're telling me that nigga is just simply not. And this is gonna sound crazy, but off rip, you're telling me that the nigga is just simply is not that, because the weapons around here have to be XYZ for him to produce.
Do they?
Patrick Mahomes, nigga, don't, bro. Patrick Mahomes last year.
Are you comparing the nigga to fucking Patrick Mahomes? Yeah. Are we serious? Just go ahead and shut the fuck up if you're gonna do that.
Last year had no wide receiver one.
Okay,
made that motherfucker Rashid Rice, with all due respect, look like a top 10 fucking wide receiver in the NFL.
I need this clip for when he makes the argument that Dak should make $60 million.
Oh, we're really just compared on his situation to Patrick Mahomes.
Are we going to argue that? We don't even need to bring Dak in this conversation, because
that's for my personal.
Well, it can be for your top. It can be for your potential, nigga. Dak is a top 5 player on the Cowboys fucking roster. Look at the accolades, nigga. Look at what he's done. Every season that nigga's been healthy, he's been right at the top of the fucking MVP conversation. He has a fucking Rookie of the Year. Yeah, nigga. He does.
Is he though?
He's about to. Yes.
Is he really?
Yes.
I'm not.
He is.
We're not gonna get into. We'll get into this off camera because we
we can do it right the fuck now, nigga. Y'all niggas done turn me up.
No, you really just put Patrick Mahomes in a fucking situation. It's just
Micah CD, then who?
Trey.
Barely, but cool.
No, not barely.
Okay,
Trey.
nigga, okay, cool.
Zach
Move
Martin.
on. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
4.
Tyler Smith.
Fuck out of here.
And that's fucking dumb.
And then that's when you. And then nigga, that's when you. And then that's when you lose me.
Here and
fuck out of here.
Fucking Robert Hunt. But we're not gonna talk about Tyler Smith.
Fuck out of here.
Tyler Smith is the best guard in the NFL.
Fuck out of here.
He is the best left guard in the NFL.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what. Like,
it always is to fit his narrative.
No, it's not to fit the narrative.
Left guard in the fucking NFL.
It's a fact.
So fuck out of here. He is Patrick Mahomes a fucking left guard. Nigga, what is wrong with you?
Okay, cool. Get your shit off. Cool. Are you done? One of them niggas is coming off. It's either gonna be Zach or it's gonna be Smith. So I would, because he's better than one of them niggas. Whichever one you want to fucking pick.
He's better than who?
Whichever
First
one you
ballot
want to
Hall
pick.
of Famer is Zach Martin.
Whichever one you want to fucking pick. Whichever
or
one.
all pro.
Nigga,
Tyler
I'm not
Smith.
gonna hold you.
Not Tyron. Tyler.
Nigga, I know who you talking about.
Okay.
I know exactly who you talking about. I'm not even gonna do this, nigga, but I'm just gonna tell you, like, honestly, them niggas damn near wouldn't be what they were without Dak. Like honestly, like legitimately, like honestly, and that's why that nigga's about to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. But we can move on just for the sake of time. We can move on just for the sake. But I'm just
we need
telling
to move
you
on for the sake of the validity of this podcast.
I mean, niggas keep trying to say that, and that's cool. But everything that
You
I
just
said
skate
is
past the Patrick Mahomes thing like that. To me, that's just insane, bro.
What was the problem with that?
You're comparing.
Was Travis not on? Was Travis not dog shit at the first half of the season? Were niggas not bitching, moaning, and complaining that Patrick Mahomes had no weapons? But if he's still not winning fucking football games, yes or no?
Nigga,
so that nigga was letting his fucking cock hang,
we're
nigga,
talking about
with bullshit.
We're talking about
with Cornell Powell from Greenville.
We're talking
as
about
his fucking wide receiver one.
We're talking
like,
about one of the greatest
real,
quarterbacks of all time already, and you want to put him in that conversation? Like, you sound dumb as hell. I hate to tell you, you sound dumb as hell.
I'm just telling you that unfortunately at this very second, and I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but at this very second, Bryce Young is not a top 5 player on the
And I'm just telling you who he is.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll let the people decide. Well, I'm going to run that bitch on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Rumble, everywhere. It's getting ran because I need to know. I need to know. Would you like me to put the Andy Dalton scenario out there, or you want me to just say
fuck what you put out there?
Or you want me to just say is Bryce Young a top five player on the Carolina Panthers roster?
I don't care.
I like the sounds of that one.
Listen to me. I don't care what the fuck you put out there.
Okay.
You put what you feel you want to put out there.